Going on, everybody? This pertains to UFOs and aliens, and got this roughly about last week, give or take. And they ended up. We were wanting to go live on YouTube if that's possible. I'm not real good with phones to begin with, and anyway, um, the person just went ahead and texted their their encounter with the beings and talking about a little bit about the ship. And here we go. And I'll try to. I mean, this will go on my YouTube, but I'll try to. There's a little bit more to it. Uh, anyway, this person heard some kind of weird noise. They went outside, and first thing they said, they thought they were, when this was all over, and they got their faculties back or whatever, however things went down. They thought they were only outside for 5 minutes, checking out, whatever they heard or saw or blah blah blah, and turned out they had been gone. They had been outside or gone or, whatever happened for 5 hours. I remember being in a room with lots of screens, and the screens had lots of different humans, and the aliens were watching these humans. First of all, right off the bat, the missing time hooked me. I mean, that's a big thing. We say, let me see what are different humans, and the aliens were watching these. We say ship. I would not describe it as a ship. It was like a 3D shape, and it kept shifting, kind of weird. It didn't look like a typical UFO. It looked holographic, and it kept changing shapes. They had a device on their arms, and that's another that got my attention. My wife, and she drew it, and it is on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook, TRL Lavelle. I've posted it several times, and we refer to it as the watch. And this was on one of the being's arms on one of her, in many, many, many encounters with different beings, and even went back in time to Egypt, and that was super cool experience. Like a bracelet with strong symbols. I've had other people draw a bracelet on the bracelet, and it made this person feel like they were going backwards in time. Yep. Also, I remember seeing the pyramids with real Egyptian people. I haven't talked to them, so I don't know why they said real Egyptian people. In a outdated time period, clothing, I think she was calling the clothing outdated. And then there were these entities. They had elongated heads. Now, the person that drew the bracelet for me said these people these beings had elongated heads. I mean, really elongated, but not like the cone heads. And they weren't green like people say. They had bluish gray. They had a bluish gray tint to them. I gotta get this flipped over. Their eyes had like a bluish color, excuse me, to them. The skin and the eyes looked blackish. The skin was bluish. Their feet kind of like us, but kind of like a jellyfish like was their bodies. Like you could see through these beings. Also, I noticed if you looked at them too long, this person felt woozy. Well, that's it for now. If you got any alien encounters, any type, any and all, and you want me to throw it on my channel, get a hold of me. I don't know how to tell you how to do that. Like I said, I'm not a phone person. I really ain't. But I've always been intrigued. I'm trying to find out what the purpose of 3 gray aliens were doing at the foot of my bed. They didn't hurt me. They didn't break in my house. When I when I got up, I checked all my windows, all my doors. So that probably falls under interdimensional or something like that. I don't know, but one of these days I'll get down to the bottom of it. So, all right, later, guys. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor if you'd like and subscribe if you like the channel. Likes and comments, and remember, free speech. Later.